Today we are building a truck design planter box that is fun, useful, and will make you so excited that you'll just about wet your plants. Did I mention it also shines in the dark? Before we get started on this build, I just want to let you know that I need a haircut. No, but seriously, I will be selling plans to this very build over on my Etsy store. It will be a 5-page document with a step-by-step instruction on how to complete this build, a template for the door, and a circuit diagram for all the wiring. If you would like to purchase this, a link will be down in the description for just $5.50. Thank you for listening, now let's get on with the build. We're going to start this video with the lighting for the truck cabin, and we're going to be taking most things out of these $2 solar lights. We can start by unscrewing these, then popping off the plastic. Some pliers will help to get inside to all the components. In this case, we're going to chop the 2 wires going to the solar panel, but still leave a little bit of cable on both sides. Then we can unscrew the circuit board and pull it out, and we're left with all these pieces. Now the only way I found to remove the solar panel is to destroy the casing. So chop around it with a hacksaw, then just try and bend and ply until the solar panel pops out. Make sure you label positive and negative terminals. Here is how I wired the truck, and you can either go with the video here or go with the plans linked in the description, which go into great detail for every step. With the cabin wiring basically done, we can move on to actually making the cabin, and I'm using pallet wood. The pallet slats and dimensions were 100mm wide by 20mm thick, but you can modify the plans to work with any size wood. We can start by chopping our wood down to dimensions, and we need 3 pieces of the same length for the top, grill and back, and then 2 other pieces at the same length for the doors. Making the doors are simple. By drawing a certain set of dimensions, which you can see here, chopping them out can easily be done with a jigsaw and a drill. Then they can just be cleaned up with a file. And with one door completely done, we can magically duplicate it to make 2. Grabbing our piece for the grill, we can measure out equal distances from the end and drill some 30mm holes with a Forstner bit. I grabbed another one of those pieces and ripped about a quarter off it, drilled a hole, then carved out a small channel so the solar panels can sit in place here. There's lots of ways to attach these, but I just used the old trusty hot glue. Those 30mm holes we drilled earlier are perfect size for a bottle cap to sit in, and if we drill a hole in the back, then add some tin foil, you can see we just made a simple headlight. Now if we turn the piece over and glue it into place with some more hot glue, then attach our solar lights to it, we've made our very simple solar powered headlights. Time to attach the cabin together, and we're going to be pre-drilling the holes in all the pieces, then screwing them together. Just by going on this video, it is pretty clear how the pieces go together, but if you need a hand, there'll be more instructions in the plans below. One last step is for the cabin, and that is the wheelbase. Just grab a runner off your pallet and even a little bit of scrap wood depending on the thickness, and attach those 2 together, then attach them in the front, screwing in from the grill. The wheels are next, and for that I'm using a 65mm hole, and we're going to be needing 6 of them for the cabin, but you may as well cut another 8 for the trailer. If we drill a pilot hole, then attach the 2 wheels at the back, then add a small scrap of wood and a wheel at the front, we've just about finished the front cabin. Time to gather the materials for the trailer. Making the trailer is a simple process which involves lining up 2 end pieces and attaching them with this support piece. Once 2 of them are made, you can line up the sides and the bottom, then screw it all together. I made a very simple wheelbase similar to the front cabin and then screwed it to the back. Now it's time to join the trailer and the cabin together, and for that I'm drilling a hole near the front and then lining up the trailer where I want it. Once the cabin is lined up, we can mark the hole and then drill the same hole into the cabin. We can thread a bolt through this hole and then that's what the trailer will be sliding onto. You can totally leave the build just like this if you want, but if you want to spruce it up a little bit, just give it a quick sand and a lick of paint, and just like that your truck is looking $1,000,000. Time to add some flowers into the back of this planter and then place it in the garden. And just like that, this build is done. And that's how you can make a stylish planter box in the shape of a truck. It's a very simple build and everyone will love it, even the cat. Don't you just love it, Cleo? It's the bee's knees, isn't it? Thank you guys so much for watching. The plans for this build will be linked down in the description. Will you be building this? Leave me a comment down below. Thanks again and I hope to see you next time.